All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Brakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutation unto the elect, the hopeful elect, the 1/3 of Yashar Allah, upholding the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. Peace and salutations. This is the brother Bakwasha, and I want to go over a quick lesson on confusion and how Babal, okay, which means confusion, okay, in the Hebrew is the land in which we're living in now, aka America, okay, and one of the means of confusion is idolatry, religion, sex, identity, nationalities, the language, the wording, the Hellenization, okay, the moving of landmarks, the wicked ruling, okay. All of these things are forms of confusion. But what confusion does is it paralyzes those that are looking to attack the enemy that is providing that confusion. And even with Esau, the so-called white man, hiding himself or attempting to hide himself behind terms, those are forms of confusion. And really, when you get into it, you know, confusion in itself is a form of witchcraft. Okay. And the reason why witchcraft is promoted so heavily here in this society is because Esau, the so-called white man, is a witch. You know, he's a minion of Satan. Okay. So the acts that are being performed, are deceitful. Okay. And confusion is a form of deceit. Okay. And confusion in itself, ultimately leads to rebellion, you know, towards Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Especially if you're being beguiled. All right. So you don't even know that you're being confused. So you're spreading confusion. Okay. And there's many scenarios of that, but without, delaying, the lesson, I want to get into, like I said, just some brief scriptures on confusion, and Lord will, this lesson will be edifying for the elect. I'm going to start here to the left, a quote by Sun Tzu. It says, "The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent." The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent. And that's what Esau, the so-called white man, has done. Okay. And matter of fact, before I bring out this first scripture, let's bring this out in Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel." Okay. They're taking some type of knowledge base, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Because that's what this land of confusion does. It provides the wicked. Okay. It encourages them to add sin to sin, okay, or to increase in iniquity. And all of these forms of iniquity ultimately turn into rebellion, okay? And then now you have people upholding idols, okay, which is Babylon, aka America, okay, instead of worshiping, okay, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Verse 2, Isaiah 30 and 2. "That walk to go down into Egypt," okay, spiritually Sodom, spiritually Egypt, okay, that's what America is, "and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh," which is witchcraft, which is lies, "and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." And this is the point, verse 3. "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion." Okay. So the real intent, okay, behind confusion, okay, is to have our people believe a lie. And scripture talks about that. Who changed the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushai into a lie? I believe that's in Romans. This is Romans. Yeah, let's just go into this because this is just one form of the confusion, which is sex confusion. When there is no confusion, Yahweh Shem Yahushai made them male and female. Okay, that's it. There were no other 17 different pronouns and acronyms and all that crazy shit, man. Okay, Romans 1:25. Who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Okay. That's confusion. Okay. To worship the creature, right? Versus worshiping the creator. But who did that? Esau, the so-called white man. Okay. So let's bring out the rest of these scriptures. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. For Yahweh by Shem Yahushai is not the author of confusion. Okay. But of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. So any type of confusion that's brought about is brought about by Esau, the so-called white man. Okay. The person that changed the truth into a lie. Okay. The one that wants people to worship the creature, man, versus the creator, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. That in itself is confusion. Okay. Let's bring out that word for confusion.
Strong's G 181, akatastasia. Akatastasia.
It says disorder, commotion, confusion, tumult. All right. Instability, a state of disorder, disturbance, confusion. It says instability, a state of disorder, disturbance, confusion, disturbances, disorders. And when you look at a disorder, that's what it is. It's not order. Okay. It's out of order. That's why this place is called the land of confusion. Okay. Because it mixes and melds together. Okay. Every philosophy outside of truth. Okay. That's why going back to Romans, and I will read that one more time. It says, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie? How do you do that? Well, you say the law is done away with. You say color doesn't matter. You say you can eat anything. You know, going back to the serpent in the garden with Eve, right? He said, do as thy, shall they not eat of the fruit of good and evil, you know, or the tree of good and evil. Okay. So what did that create? It created doubt, you know, and what happens when you doubt? You're confused, you know, you're unstable. All right. Let's bring that back out. It says instability, a state of disorder, a disturbance, you know? So point being here is these are all tactics of war. Okay. And when you have these tactics of war, matter of fact, let's grab this real quick. When you have these tactics of war, it brings confusion. It says the whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent. Okay. Scripture talks about that in Wisdom of Solomon as well. You know, how an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart, he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. Okay. I think it's 12:13. This is Sirach 12:16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. So what is he doing? He's confusing you, okay, with those words. Likewise, he did with Eve, okay? And that's the reason why confusion in itself is running so rampantly. Okay. Even if you look at the disorder of family, right? You got women ruling over children, trying to usurp authority over a man. All of that is confusion, and it promotes more and more confusion. You know, you got T-Rexes on TV, you know, in front of children, having them second guess their sexual nature, right? All of that leads to rebellion, you know, and then dismembering your parts and mutilating yourself. Okay. All of this is confusion from the enemy, because the real intent is to destroy our people. Okay. To destroy the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, ultimately to destroy all knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay. Scripture talks about putting darkness for light. Okay. That's what the enemy is up to. All right. So this is and I'm just going to touch on this briefly. This is Genesis 3:1. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Got to grab that word here, subtle. And so like my mouse is tripping. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. I'm going to grab this word here, subtle.
Strong's H, 6175. Arum. Second entry. Arom.
Subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible. Okay. A form of gradualism, creating doubt, right? It says cunning, crafty, prudent, subtle. Let's grab this word here, subtle. Subtle, comparatively more subtle. It says sly, artful, cunning. All right. Now, why are we going into this? Okay. Let's go back here. Select these. Because that subtlety, okay, is the reason why when he came to Eve, okay, he came with subtlety, okay, or he came with confusion. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord Yahweh had made. And he said unto the woman, okay, yea, hath Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest ye die. And so the first question, okay, was whether or not to eat of every tree, because he wanted to see where there was they like to call it gray, right? There's black and white, and then there's gray. He was looking for the gray area, right? And that's what Esau's system is. He looks for the gray, and then he starts to widen the gray to where there's no black and white. That's confusion. Okay. It says, verse 3, Genesis 3:3, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. For Yahweh doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So it started out with doubt, and then from that point, the confusion came about, which is really rebellion, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua just told them, okay, that you touch it, you do it, you're gonna die. And this is why the scripture talks about how Eve was in the transgression and not Adam. Okay. Now I'm bringing all this about just to prove the point of confusion. And this is how from that point up until now, all confusion has been from Esau, the so-called white man. Okay. Via the devil. Or let me say that the other way around. All confusion has been through Satan via Esau, the so-called white man. Okay. And one of those forms is America. Okay. That golden cup that made all these nations drunk with what? Philosophies. Okay. There's only one truth. So philosophies are not of the truth. That's why they have to change it. That's why they're constantly trying to change it. Okay. So anyway, let me wrap up. I just wanted to cover, like I said, a couple topics through the spirit. This is Psalms 71:1. In thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Why? Because that means that when you're confused, you don't know the truth. And as scripture says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So if you don't have the truth and you're confused, you're in bondage. Okay. You're in bondage towards whatever these philosophies or are abominations that are being promoted here in this earth. Okay. Have people in subjection to. Okay. So this is a prayer to not ever be confused about this society. Even if you look at Bruce Jenner, okay, because that in itself, prime example, okay, that's a dude, right? Winning Woman of the Year, right? That's confusion. Women saying I'm mixed. You're not mixed, okay? You are with the lineage of your father is that seed, okay? So all of these things are forms of confusion to where it gives allowance for people to do whatever they want to do, as if there's no consequences, when there's going to be a deadly consequence for everyone's actions. Okay. Yep. Let's bring this out. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 14. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image, for his molten image is falsehood. Okay. Everything that Babylon represents is falsehood, is lies. And there is no breath in them. All these statues, right? The symbolism, right? The exaltation of, the eagle and the money, voting, politics, bread circus, sports. All of these are graven images, okay, in either the physical or the spiritual form. Okay, that's why those philosophies are so powerful, and they cause men to stagger and drunk. To be drunken. Okay. Because that wine, that philosophy has them drunk off the juice of Babylon, which is confusion. Okay. That a man has to be with one wife, right? It's confusion, man. Let's bring this out. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 10. It says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Okay. And that city of confusion is Babylon, aka America. Yahweh Shemel Shah is breaking this whole system down, man. Okay. Revealing it on every side. Okay. For the whore in which it really is. Okay. It's not a lady. It's not a queen. None of these things. Okay. It's a Quean. It's a queen. Okay. But there's no queens in our kingdom. Okay. In this society, there's plenty of queens. Okay. which are prostitutes and harlots. Okay. But that's the secret. Okay. If you look at our women today, that's what Esau has done. He's continued to stretch that lie to have them believe that you can be a man. You can be better than a man. You know, you can do the same things that men can do. And it goes further than that, but I'm just going to stop there just for the graphic nature, you know. But let's wrap up here. Like I said, I didn't want to make this too long. Just wanted to cover a couple things in the spirit. This is Sirach 15, and I'm going to start at 1. This is going into wisdom. It says, he that feareth the Lord will do good, and he that hath the knowledge of the law shall obtain her. Talking about wisdom. And as a mother she shall meet him, and receive him as a wife married of a virgin. Okay. Once again, cutting all of these women that want to be married when, hey, scripture said we're supposed to be marrying virgins. Okay. Now, obviously on this side, hey, whatever you get is whatever you get. But it's the point that you cannot make a used car new. Okay. And the reason why women were slated to be virgins, because that's the purest form to actually make that woman a part of you. Okay. To pick up your vibe, your frequency, you know, the way you move, the way you operate. Okay. Because you were her Lord. Okay. She doesn't have any power. Anyway, this is back in Sirach 15:2. And as a mother shall she meet him. Okay, going back into wisdom, Sophia. It says, and receive him as a wife married of a virgin. With the bread of understanding she shall feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink. He shall be stayed upon her, and shall not be moved, and shall rely upon her, and shall not be confounded. Okay. Now, why is this word confounded being talked about? Because confounded and confusion are synonyms. Okay. But it's through wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that we're not going to be confounded. Okay. To where we believe anything that anyone says outside of this truth. Okay. Because they're the ones that are confused. We are not. Okay. That's why, Lord will, we are that hopeful elect. Okay. That have been given the unction of all things, man. So, like I said, just wanted to go into that real quick. You know, Lord will, it was edifying. Just a couple of things, you know, on my spirit, regarding how Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not the author of confusion. So why is there a world full of it? There's a world full of it because it's a war tactic. It's a strategy. Okay. It's a strategy of distracting your enemy, Esau, the so-called white man, distracting our people. Okay. Having them believe a lie, live a lie, perpetuate the lie. Okay. To where, hey, generation upon generation, truth in itself decreases in value, and the honor in which we have of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, 2/3 will never receive. Okay. But that's why Yahweh Shem Yahushua has left a remnant, you know. And matter of fact, let's just wrap up on that. This is Romans 11:4. It says, but what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Okay. So point being here is that image, that falsehood, these philosophies, okay, they're not blinding, okay, the hopeful elect. Okay. There's no confounding in the hopeful elect. Okay. There's no confounding. There's no confusion. It's only truth, you know? So Lord will, this was edifying for the elect. Till next time. Shalom.